This is usually one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, trainers, or just even online business owners make at the end of the day. And the problem is it could be absolutely killing your business if you don't fix it really soon. And I'm only sharing this with you because this is the exact problem, the exact trap that I fell into myself. Now, if we're meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Chris Dufay, and I simply help coaches get more clients and build a business that gives them the life that they really want. So even before we get into the one factor that we need to be able to fix up so you can actually build a business that gives you what you really want, let's answer the question, why did you start your business? Because for me, I wanted to be able to live anywhere around the world with my family. I wanted to be surrounded with exceptional people. I wanted to be able to earn the money that gave me the lifestyle that I wanted, and I wanted to be able to work on the projects that I truly loved. Now, the biggest problem is when you start talking with so many online business owners, entrepreneurs, even coaches, and you start talking about business, they want to start talking about revenue. And the problem is when you start talking about revenue, it's a number that can make you start feeling really good, but doesn't really matter at the end of the day. The other vanity metric, which is even worse, is the amount of followers that you have. There is no correlation between the amount of followers you have and the amount of money and really success that you're being able to create. So what I want to be able to do in this episode is let's actually start going through how to create the business that gives you the life that you really want. Let's actually make it so it gives you what you want to be able to do without life, with the security that you want, maybe even creating the legacy that you want out of your life rather than you being a slave to your business. So let's make this really practical. The first question that we have to be able to answer is, what is your ultimate lifestyle expenses? Let's just say right now, if I bumped into you and I said, hey, how much money is it that you want to be able to earn? A lot of people might come out with $100,000, even $1 million. Anyway, it's this number that's really, you're just using the rectal extraction method. You're just pulling it out of your ass at the end of the day. There's no real substance behind it. So if I ask you, what is your ultimate lifestyle expenses? You living the life that you want for 12 months, what's that actually going to cost you? When you sit down and go through this and you figure this out, then you know exactly to the cent how much money you need to be able to earn. Because then what we need to be able to do is we need to be able to design your business to be able to give you the money that you want and also being able to do the work that you want. But before we even go into that, we have to answer the second big question, and that is, who do you want to be serving? What is it that you really want to be able to do? So when you know who you want to be serving, you can then start to answer, well, what is it that they need to be able to get the results that you're promising? Your business has to make a promise to be able to give them the results, to solve their problems, to give them the solution that they're really looking for. So you need to answer, who is it that you want to be helping? And then what is it that you want to be doing for them? What do you enjoy doing? What is the work that you actually want to enjoy? And what is it that you're good at the same time? Because you don't want to build a business where you don't really like the work that you're doing and you're not really getting them the results that they really need to. That's a sure way to failure. So figure out who is it that you need to be able to serve and what is it that you need to be able to do to get them the best results. Then what we need to be able to do is, once you know who it is that you want to be able to serve, what's your message? What is it that's going to get you to separate yourself from everybody else out in the marketplace trying to help the exact same people? Because once you know what your message is, how you can really articulate it and have a clear, defined message that gets them to understand that you are the person that's going to solve their problems, then you need to figure out, how do you get that message out in front of them? Where is your market? Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on all the different social media platforms? Where can you go and meet them face to face? Are they getting together in events, conferences, meetups, workshops, seminars? There's tons of different ways where you can get your message out in front of the right people. Because the problem is, a lot of people might have a really bland message where really you're putting something out where it's just becoming vanilla, it's boring and you're getting swept under the rug. Or even worse, you've got a really good message but you're not putting it in front of the right people, so they don't care about what it is that you're saying. Then what we need to be able to do is we need to figure out, what are you selling at the end of the day? Going back to, what is it that is best going to actually get your people, your clients, your market, your customers the results that you're really serving. So let's just say, for example, you're an online personal trainer. You now need to figure out what is it that you need to be able to do to get your clients the best results. How are you actually going to deliver those results? How do you deliver your coaching to them? And we need to do that in 3 ways. We need to make sure that number 1, your clients are getting the best possible results. We can never sacrifice on that. Number 2, what we need to be able to do is we need to make sure that you're actually increasing your profits. Your business needs to be able to put cash in the bank, which is the big secret that we're going to get to at this end. And then number 3, we need to make sure that you're minimizing the heavy lifting in your business. What so many people get wrong is what they do is they set up their business where they're doing all the hard work, all the heavy lifting in the business, and you have a cap. Let's say if you're an online personal trainer, you could have a cap where maybe you can only coach 20 or 30 clients at once. The problem with that is you're limiting the amount of people that you can help, you're limiting the amount of money that you can actually earn, and you kind of, again, you're stuck in the business, you're in that time for money trap. So you need to be able to deliver your coaching or the way that you're getting your customers, your clients results in a way that, again, is going to get them the best results, it's going to increase your profits, and it's going to minimize you doing all the heavy lifting so you can do the work that you really love. We can now start talking about what really is the business model. We're starting to flesh out what your business really does, how it operates, and what it is that you need to do, and how does your business eventually, how does it actually work without you? Because I've got to be perfectly honest, I've asked a lot of coaches and trainers before, do you run a business? And they say yes, but the problem is they really don't, because if they weren't there, the business would crumble. It would go to absolute bits, and that's not a real business at the end of the day. You really just got yourself a job. So the problem is we don't want you to be stuck in that time for money trap, and I want you to be able to do the work that you want, but also to have the time off that you want as well. Now, we just had it in the inner circle call, group coaching call with my top end members that are going for 7 figures and beyond. And what we did this morning is our goal for next year is for them to take an entire 4-week block off, completely no work in the year. So we've got to design their business around. We've got to be able to hire new team members. We've got to be able to create systems. We've got to be able to delegate things off. We've got to be able to stop getting them to do things that really don't matter and only get them to do the things that really matter the most at the end of the day. So I'm going to challenge you. How could you possibly take a week off? Could you take 4 weeks off in the next 6 to 12 months? And could your business still flourish? Could it still grow? And could it at least not just crash and burn at the end of the day? Also, when talking about the business model, we've got to figure out how much money do you want to be earning. We've answered that, so then we've got to go, well, how can your business actually earn that? So let's just say, for example, you wanted to be able to earn $100,000 in a year. Now, one possible business model is you could be taking on one-on-one clients, and you could charge $300 a month per client, and then that means you only really need like 30 clients to be able to hit that goal. And really, in the whole entire world, you only need 30 people as your clients to be able to earn the money that gives you the life that you want. That's amazing. So what we need to be able to do is we need to figure out what do you need to be selling at what price point, and how many customers or clients do you need on board to be able to make that happen. So going back to the very start of this episode, we started with one of the biggest killers, and that is people just simply following the wrong metrics. And one of the biggest wrong numbers that you could be following in your business is simply revenue, because at the end of the day, revenue doesn't really matter. What you're probably more interested in is how much cash in the bank do you actually have? How much money do you actually have to be able to spend on what it is that you want in your lifestyle? And also, let's think about the key metrics. Let's think about how much time off do you want to be having. Let's think about how much you want to be spending time with your family. What about where is it that you want to be able to live? What is it about other projects and other things that you want to be able to do? I like to think about my work to surf ratio. How much work am I doing and how much time am I spending at the beach and in the water? Because the thing is, if I'm doing too much work, all work and no play makes Chris a really dull boy. And we're not in this just to make sure that you're just trying to build a business just to grow more, because just to grow more for the sake of it, that's cancer at the end of the day. Let's actually design a business that gives you what you really want. And we've already set out some key questions. So my challenge for you is to actually go to work, go through the questions I've given you inside of this episode, and let's actually make sure that you get the most out of it right now. If you have any questions at all, be sure, please comment below. I personally jump in and I'll answering them. And I want to know what it is that you want to be able to really grow into. I want to know what's challenging you. So the next episode, I can answer them for for you as well. And as always, if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and I'm always looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and to make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.